Hey guys, welcome to LiveNColor.
What's good, Lifetime?
Yo, another gang, y'all rock with the podcast type 5. This one, Mr. Sneako, man, one of the interesting guy that's popping off right now. He's on Fresh and Fit. First time wifey gonna actually be introduced to Sneako and Fresh and Fit. So we're gonna listen to these conversations. We're gonna say our thoughts, man. But let's get it.
Name, age, we do for living.
We'll start. Yes.
My name's Terry.
Mhm.
I'm 40.
Wait, what?
40 bodies?
Wait. You mean 40?
40.
Okay. I mean, shit. That's
It's okay, girl.
Okay.
Why is she hiding her face for?
Black don't crack.
It does.
There
It's
you
okay.
go.
That's okay.
And then dating status?
I'm single.
Single?
I'm single.
At 40?
Yes.
You're not worried?
No.
What's wrong with
that?
Okay.
What I need a man for?
I mean, you're 40.
Wait, don't know.
Yeah.
See,
Hold on,
And then education
I'm gonna let
level.
it play. I'm gonna let it play.
Oh, I have my bachelor's.
Cool. And what?
In business.
Cool. All right. Welcome to the show. What about you?
My name is Macarena, I like to dance.
Hey, Macarena.
I'm a server, but I
that's Steve-O
also
right there,
serve some
in the
ass
middle.
on OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
I'm 21 years young,
21.
and I dropped out of college twice, so it was a pretty
Okay. And dating status?
I'm taken.
All right, cool. How long have you been taken?
By the streets?
I've actually been engaged for a year. And
Wait, this is
together
how
for
the
about
show
3
goes? They're rude like this? No, I'm being serious. I don't know this show.
I'm just saying Fresh and Fit. Yeah, it's pretty much how
Wow. And you ladies want to come on this show and get talked to like this?
That's the show.
This is how the show. No, you got to introduce me to this because I don't
No.
watch these people. We don't
Who's
watch them. I mean, you watch these people,
I
right?
watch Fresh and Fit.
I don't watch them, so you got to put me on what's going on.
And just learning about Sneako and shit. But
So they talk slick shit every time someone introduces themselves.
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
What about you?
My name is Jessica. I am 23. I'm currently getting my master's. I'm a full-time student and part-time, I guess I'm a pharmacy tech. My highest education, I got my bachelor's, and I'm single.
What about you?
My name is Emily. I am 26 years old. I am a lash artist. I own my own lashing business. I am currently single. And what else do you want to know?
W. Education level.
Oh, I did some college for nursing, but I decided to
Wait,
go
nurse?
Hi, my name is Mia. I'm 22. I do makeup, nails, and lashes. My highest education is college, and I'm single.
Cool. What about you?
Me? Okay, so I'm Martha. I am 33.
Why so many? How long?
Yeah.
You can get across the room. sis.
And I am a nurse practitioner.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. I have my master's in women's health, so I know how to take care of my ladies. Currently, I work as a travel nurse because that's what makes sense at the moment.
Travel nurse?
Travel?
Yeah,
I love that
agency
for you.
contracts at the
Red
moment with
flag.
the babies, delivering babies.
Okay.
I'm from New York, and I'm happily married.
I'm
Yes.
Sasha.
You like to
I'm a
marry
doctorate
girls.
prepared family nurse practitioner
Period.
Okay.
from New York. Newly moved to Miami. Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm single and dating and seeking and
Oh,
trying to
what?
find what's supposed to be mine
Period.
In Miami?
in Miami.
Good luck with that.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Good luck with that one.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Good luck. Good
I'm ready,
luck.
honey.
That's all I
And your
can say.
age?
Can't be
Good
worse
luck.
than New York. So
Miami is definitely worse
Definitely
than
wrong
New York.
about that one.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
100%.
Yeah.
We gonna find out. We gonna
And
find
your
out.
I'm gonna
age?
tell her literally.
And then one more time your age?
I'm 32, honey. Even
Wait,
though I don't
32?
look it, but I'm 32.
Bruh.
What's
Okay.
with these sounds?
Oh, no, that's just like
No,
the
it's just
alert.
Alert. Okay.
Why? Why is
So
the alert?
we're
I'm
stacking
32.
information
That's,
so that we
that's
remember.
young.
We're just
That's
letting
young
people
and
know that
fresh.
they're here, you know?
A queen.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
thank you.
The last thing is
Exactly.
education
Yeah.
level.
Doctorate prepared, family nurse practitioner.
Ooh.
Excuse me. My bad.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Liv Margray. I'm 21. I have a cosmetics business. I do social media. I model, and I'm single.
What about you?
I'm Dina. I am actually an insurance broker by day and a stand-up comedian by night. 37. I am
37?
actually divorced.
Wait, 37?
37.
Yeah.
37.
Girl,
Yes.
you look amazing.
Bruh.
You look good. You look so good.
I have a 13-year-old to prove it.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm divorced and dating.
Did you
but
initiate the divorce?
Yes.
All right.
And
Damn, I'm closer in age to your son than you.
You could be my son.
Shit. Wow.
And I am seeking, but not here in Miami. Girl, you crazy. You don't know what you do. I outsource. I outsource.
You messed up. I messed up. I gotta go to Tampa.
No, I outsource. I just meet people here that don't live here, and then I date them.
My name is Jasmine. I'm 22 years old. I am a traveling nurse.
Wait, nurse?
Bro.
Nurse?
Traveling?
Red flag. A lot of nurses today.
Yikes.
Wait, why is that a red flag?
What's going on?
Listen, man.
Nurses and red flags.
I'm
You guys,
going
We the
1,000.
highest paid
yeah, what's the
profession.
problem?
Yes, I don't know.
I know.
You think they sleep with people?
No.
They keep making sound effects of what like is a bad thing. So that's why the girls are like, hey, why?
He's getting paid, my dear.
Oh, they're very focused on certain things.
And that's good.
And they may not
Focus is good.
We're
It
very
may not-
successful
It may not
people.
always include work, if you know what I mean. But yeah.
So wait, you said how old are you? Sorry.
22.
22. And you're a nurse. So okay, bachelor's degree.
No. So I have my LPN, but I'm in school now to get my bachelor's.
Okay.
My name is Liel. I'm 29. I moved here from New York 2 years ago.
Mhm.
I'm a behavior therapist, master's in behavior analysis.
All right. So okay. So Sneako, go ahead. Hit the first question, my friend.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Why don't we start at this table and then we go to the couch? But can you answer quickly so we don't take 10 hours answering a simple question? What do you think about, start from here on the right?
9.
9?
10.
8.
9.5.
Like a 5, 6.
Babe, please.
10.
I'd give myself a 9.
9?
Are they rating
What did you say?
What'd you say?
Themselves.
Are they
10?
10?
She said 10. Strong as hell.
10.
I'll give myself like a 7.
7.
I'll give myself like a 8, but with a nose job at 10.
I say 8.5.
You don't need a
8.5?
nose job. You're beautiful.
Cool.
What's
Okay.
wrong with her?
I say 8.5.
8.5?
Yes, ma'am.
Cool.
Okay.
8.5.
And who do you think wants to improve more, men or women?
Women.
Women are in like this competitive state right now where it's like we don't need a man for nothing. So
I
they're
agree.
we're just striving to make sure that we're top notch at
I
all
agree.
times, like no matter what it is.
Right.
It's like if a man leaves, I need to make sure I'm straight. So it's
I
like we're
agree.
constantly trying
Exactly.
to improve in every aspect.
So you said women or men are trying to improve?
Women.
Women? Okay, did you say, what did you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
Okay, how does that make any sense? How are you going to improve if you're already perfect?
I mean, nobody's perfect, but
You
asked
said
me
10.
what I rated
10 is
myself.
perfect. 10 is perfect.
Because I think I
Okay,
think I look
you
good.
think you're perfect, but you also said women improve more than men. How are you going to
Women
improve?
try to improve. Like,
How are you going to
just-
improve past 10?
You asked me what did I rate myself.
You said 10. So how are you personally going to
But
improve
women
past
as
10?
a nutshell.
I'm
that's
saying
what
you're
I
a
see.
woman. So how are you going to improve past 10?
I'm gonna keep striving, making sure that
What's
I'm just
past
making
10?
sure. What's past 10? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
on a scale of 1 to 10, what's more than 10?
10
Nothing.
plus.
10 is
Okay.
the
I
last.
still think it's women for sure, because men already have that like little oomph there, like they're supposed to be the protectors and everything, and women, it's like now that we're being more independent in the 20th century, we're just striving to be a little bit more. Like,
What did you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I rated 9.5.
9.5.
So then that
Okay.
means there's still room for improvement.
0.5.
Unless you rate yourself a 10, then that means there's no room for
0.5.
improvement.
0.5.
Absolutely, because no one's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
When you were
0.5.
compiling that number, did you compile it from looks only?
Nope, I did it from looks. I did it from
Well, how do you think a man is going to rate you? Do you think a man gives a fuck about what you do, or is it we're going to rate you on
You know,
looks?
to be honest, the type of men that I've been dating recently, yes, they
Chat
do
what you think.
care.
I feel like
They
they
do
care,
Chat what you
care
think.
about
I
what
feel
you
like
do.
men do
Nobody
care.
wants a bimbo that's walking around brainless,
I
don't know what the hell they're
genuinely think
doing.
men
Yes,
care.
ma'am.
Let her speak.
You
Let her
know?
finish.
So I actually agree with you. Here's
Thank
one
you. Thank
caveat.
you so
though. No,
much.
here's one caveat, all right? They don't care about what you do for work. It's about your looks.
Okay.
Then maybe after they might care a little bit, but like the main thing is looks.
All right, listen. If it's looks, then I would say maybe like an 8.8 or whatever the case is.
She ain't feeling it.
What's going on?
All right.
What happened?
She wants to
I
go?
wanted to go.
Wait, who's leaving?
Why?
Wait, which one left? Which one left?
The one that said she was a 10, but I guess the question is going to come to her. She hit it.
Why?
Because Sneako.
No, you're not supposed to. Oh my
No,
God.
but Sneako was like, how are you going to improve your 10?
No, she shouldn't see. This is what people don't understand. When it comes to conversations like this, you should be able to hold down why you said what you said. because at the end of there's no right or wrong answer because it's about your view on things, right? I don't think she should have walked out. If you think you're a 10, tell me why you're a 10, right? Whether or not they believe she's a 10 or not, that's her view on things. She know what she looks like in the morning.
Yeah, but at the same time, like even the other girl, when she said she was a 10, and then they question her, oh, how can you improve and stuff like that. And us guys, we do that too. Like even Andrew Tate, one time he told Aiden, I'm a trillionaire. But in reality, he's not a trillionaire.
I became a trillionaire quite recently.
Trillionaire meaning 1,000 billion.
Correct.
We always say something highly to train our minds to say it like that.
It's not. That's what I'm saying. Why did she even? She should explain her answer. I think she know. I don't think she knows why she said it, but she didn't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was, and that's okay.
Yeah, but it feel like, oh, y'all trying to question me, trying to set us
No,
up.
don't run away. See that this is childish now. It's getting childish.
She said she was a 10. She bobbed and weaved. It is what it is.
Incredible.
What just happened? That's
Logic is triggering to y'all. You can't handle
Two of the
truth.
10s. Both of the 10s left.
40-year-old on the couch. What did you say you were?
I noticed 2 of them left.
But you guys are all educated women.
Yeah, but once they heard the 10 and like y'all question, they
I
hate
would have
it.
answered it. I would have sat there and answered it. Like what is the? Okay, let's just keep going.
A 10?
I don't know what this
No, I said 8.5.
8.5. Okay, you said women or men are more likely to improve.
Well, I said women.
Okay.
I said women.
So you're 40 and you have 1.5 to improve?
Yes.
Okay.
Amen.
Can you describe a feminine woman?
What does that mean? Feminine.
What is a
woman?
feminine woman?
In your opinion?
A feminine woman, in my opinion, is a woman in touch with her womanly self, her deep, loving, giving, nurturing self.
That's a great answer.
And is able to translate that through her body, her mind, her soul.
I love that.
Okay.
Answer.
That was
Beautiful.
Yeah, that was
All
beautiful.
right. What about you?
I would say a feminine woman is somebody who's soft, but I'm probably the wrong person to be asking this question to because my ex broke up with me because he said I was too masculine.
Why do you say that?
Really?
Maybe because I was overly trying to portray myself as too independent.
Why were you doing that?
I think I was doing that just because he was a successful man and I kind of wanted to match his energy. But
You
in
were
reality,
reacting.
at the end of it all, I shouldn't have matched his energy and I should have stayed in my feminine because before him, I was actually very, very feminine. But the breakup happened because he didn't come home and I was like, fuck that. Get your stuff and get out of here.
Okay. So honestly speaking, do you really think you're gonna tell a millionaire what to do?
No,
Okay.
So why were you doing that?
because I don't care what you have.
You didn't care
You're
about the
gonna respect
relationship?
me. No, I care about the relationship, but just because you're at a certain financial status doesn't mean that you're not gonna respect me.
Okay. So all right. So you define a feminine woman as soft.
But you know what? It's funny how the fact that this whole I'm pretty sure he's a millionaire, right? That's what she said.
Yeah.
He's a high value man, right?
High value.
High value men can cheat. They can do whatever they want, right?
Fact. That's why he's making it seem like
You need to stay in line. You don't have morals when you date a high value man. If he cheats on you, you have no say so. So now you think, did she know that before getting with him?
probably did. But it depends. I don't know.
Because it looks like she wasn't aware of what was going on.
She probably wasn't aware of this happened. But we'll hear some more about it.
But I respect her as a woman. I respect her for saying, you know what, this is not for me. I have respect for myself, my health, and my morals. So okay, I'm gonna leave this alone. I respect that.
Facts.
But what about you? How would you define a feminine?
I think a feminine woman is someone who respects herself, takes care of herself.
Respects herself.
Is nurturing, loving, kind, nice to people.
Okay.
But I also think being a boss bitch is cool too. So
A feminine
Your
woman is
man
boss
wants
bitch.
you to be.
What?
Do you think a feminine woman is a boss bitch?
Of course.
So
I think just be yourself.
Stop the gap.
I noticed. So if a woman has let's just say, I noticed they have an issue with a woman being independent. I noticed that if you're independent, that means you're masculine. Where are they getting this from? Can you bring that down for me? Explain, because you watch these people, you know what they're talking about. Explain what's going on.
That's what I'm getting from it. It's getting if you out getting it, you're more masculine in the eyes of the guy because you're out getting it.
So majority. So okay. So they're just talking about high value men, right? Or just men in general? Because I just want to make sure.
See, the thing is, I think they'll flip flop it.
See, I don't know what we're talking about. I want to make sure, because remember, there's a difference between what type of ideas of a high value man and a regular man. That's why I'm trying to see where this is going. Because you would think most men doesn't want a girl that's going to be sitting around, that's going to school, that wants to push herself, that wants to create businesses, you know, that has a goal in life. Yeah. But then I'm hearing from these men, if you're independent, it's a bad thing. The man, you should not be able to provide for yourself at all. The man should take care of everything.
Yeah. That's what I say.
Oh, okay. That's what. No, I just want to know this is what's going. I'm trying to learn, baby. I don't know.
Facts. But I think but there's a big difference when it comes to high value.
That's what I want to know.
And regular. So if they saying high value, I guess high value men don't want you to get it.
So let me ask you this: high value man doesn't want you to get it. He got it. He got it all. 100%. You ain't paying for nothing. As long as you let him cheat on you, do whatever he wants, he got you, right?
Yeah.
So let me tell you this. Let's just say, God forbid, something would have happened. Let's just say this man, God forbid, this man dies, right? Mm-hmm. He dies or no. Let's just say he doesn't even have to die. Let's just say he leaves you for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. He replaces you.
He found a younger, what do you call it? A younger hot girl, right?
Hot chick.
Right, to fill your spot.
Facts.
What does this woman do now?
She fucked.
Do you?
That's basically what it is.
No commitment now. Remember, he's not committed to you. You guys are not married. Mm-hmm. You have no security. But this is your situation. So there's no guarantee that you're going to be secured in this relationship. Or financially secured.
Not guaranteed. You're just going off hope.
Okay. I just want to see what's going on. No, I'm just trying to understand, baby. That's
I'm just saying from what is being told, you got to base off hope. If you
hope this man will keep you around.
Keep you around and just believe the process.
Okay.
I think I'd have to reiterate some of the things that some of the other ladies said.
Okay.
Nurturing, respecting yourself, being caring, being submissive, being supportive.
Do you consider yourself a feminine woman?
I can be.
So no.
So you are selectively feminine.
I am, absolutely.
I'll agree. I'll take that for myself.
Selectively feminine?
Every woman wants to be feminine. Don't you guys get it?
Listen, I am feminine.
So why don't you just?
I am.
Guys, one at a time, please.
So,
let her finish her point at least.
I am feminine in environments where I can be comfortable enough to be vulnerable and be feminine.
That's exactly what I said. You're selective. Stop with the side comments. I literally told you a million times, one mic at a time. So you're selectively feminine, which is what I was saying before.
I said I was.
All right. So it's a very interesting thing because I've noticed a lot of women say that, like, hey, I'm feminine when I want to be, this other stuff they like pick and choose.
For the right man.
For the right man or whatever. I mean, with that logic, what do I tell you guys? Let's put it through the logic tree and see if it makes sense. Well, if I decided to wear heels and a dress on Saturday and I wanted to pick and choose when I wanted to be masculine, would that make sense? Would you find me attractive if I did that?
I mean, would you find me attractive if you were walking around in a dress?
Please answer the question.
Yes.
Would you find me attractive if I decided to act like a woman and be feminine sometimes? Maybe get my nails done, wear a dress, heels, maybe on Saturdays.
So I've totally dated millionaires that get manicures and pedicures. So
well, wearing dress and heels
That's different. Dress is different.
So would you still find me attractive?
I'm not into that. I'm sure someone
So
is.
no.
Okay, the answer is no.
No.
So, and I would argue most women would not find that attractive. So why is it that women think it's okay to pick and choose when to be a lady?
So here's the thing. We did.
But men and women are not the same. Like, for instance, a woman, let's just say a woman cop, right? Mm-hmm. A woman cop, if she pulls a guy over, guy's still looking at her sexually in a way. And she can't say, hey guys, make sure y'all slow down and stuff like that. It's gonna be different because people are not gonna respect it because they're already treating her as a female. So you probably have to talk strong regardless in your state. You feel me? Like if you a teacher, a female teacher, and you talking to students that are males, you know, you can't be super nice to these kids. Sometimes you got to be strict because these guys are going to treat you in a certain type of way. So sometimes the on and off switch, I understand why females will do an on and off switch because certain things you get certain reaction of how you speak.
And you know another thing too, I see what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most of these people are running off of like old age ideas. Like back in the day, like I'm talking back in the day, women showed more of their femininity. Women were not as, oh, I don't need a man talk. You see that a lot now. Women didn't say stuff like that back then. It was not a major a major talk back then because men and women understood each other's roles. Nowadays, they don't understand each other's roles.
Yeah, now females are more corrupted because of how the world is flowing now. I think due to the males are having this pimp mindset, it's making the girls who feel like, what do I do now? Like y'all cornered me. Like for instance, they just say how the statistics will say most guys leave the household. If the guy leaves the household, that forced the girl to raise the kids and have to pick up both roles. You ever see where they say there's mostly a mom doing all the jobs? She has to nurture the kid. She has to teach him how to be a man. She has to, you know what I mean? She's playing both roles when the guy is supposed to step in and teach the guy how to be a son. But sometimes the mom have to kick in and say, hey, you got to toughen up, kid. And it's not even her role to be telling the kid that.
So, okay, in that example that you made, right?
Mm-hmm.
That woman she's forced to be masculine now because she has to take on the role of the male.
Facts.
So imagine asking a woman like that, because remember, to them, being independent is being masculine. That's what I'm just finding out. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I had no clue.
That's what they're saying. But if you think about it, the women are kind of forced. You're forcing their hands. Like I said, if most guys are absent from a thing where you're not
from the household. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, girls are seeking protection, security, and what's this thing? Like they want guys to provide. If a girl's first to provide, they have to hustle. Hustle in their eyes is masculinity. So
I'm very
no, but I'm saying
that's so interesting. No, it's just so interesting.
I'm saying if a girl has to go hustle to put bread on the table for the child because the guy skipped out, girls are gonna do masculine stuff. They're gonna hustle to get bread. They're gonna provide, which is another thing a man's supposed to do. So what do you expect the girl to do? Is just stay there and be a bum?
What if he's not even? The man is not working, and then no child support money coming in. What is she supposed to do? Sit there and wait for God to bring her a bag of?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Girls are gonna hustle because regardless, everybody
this
gonna
mindset is so interesting.
Everybody gonna look out for themselves. So people are going to move on their situation. That's how I see. People are gonna move on the situation, and that's just every nature.
Now let me ask you this: you got Jay-Z and Beyonce. Perfect example, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jay is independent. Beyonce is independent. They both got their own bag.
Mm-hmm.
If Jay leave Beyonce, he's gonna be good. If the opposite happened, she gonna be good.
And then another example, you got Rihanna.
I was trying to make a point.
No, go ahead.
You cut me off.
Go ahead.
No, just go. Just keep going.
No, but I'm saying
it don't matter.
I'm saying another point to it. You got your Rihanna and her boyfriend. What's her boyfriend name again? Rocky. A$AP Rocky. They both financially straight. Even though Rihanna has way more money than them, but they're financially straight. You know what I mean? It's like nobody's really like offended about it. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Let me go back to my point I was trying to say real quick. when it comes to Jay-Z and Beyonce in those situations, Jay-Z is not saying to Beyonce, "Oh, you're too independent." You. Jay-Z know Beyonce got her own bag, but he's not insecure. He's not telling her, I don't want you to develop these businesses outside of me. I don't want you to do this. But she still respects this man and see that man as her king. She doesn't see him any less than or anything like that. But that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, how does a man, if they're both financially good without each other, how can you tell somebody, hey, I don't want you to seek out better for yourself. I don't want you to be independent. Jay-Z is not telling Beyonce this. There's no way he's telling her this. And Jay-Z, he's a very he's not an insecure man at all either.
Yeah.
He wants his wife to push further. He wants his wife.
And funny thing is, society, we look at them as power couples. But from what's being preached, it's like it's bad for a female to get it, to be having it, or making moves and stuff like that. It's weird. It's like how y'all preach it, but there's actual examples that's out there.
So there are high value men that don't live by these standards that they're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. Because Jay-Z would be considered a high value man. He has status, right?
High value and a high value woman, they both consider high value, but none of them are complaining of, oh, I don't want. Jay-Z don't say, oh, I don't want you to get.
Never heard.
So I don't know why it's an issue, man, when somebody's getting.
I'm so happy we married. I'm so this situations. No, honestly, situations like this make me so happy. Like we married. Because
I think
we've always had a mutual. We've been together for years before we got married. But you've always pushed me. I've always pushed you. We've always had a mutual respect for each other. You've never told me I don't want you to learn this. I've never tried to stop you from doing anything that you want to do. And that's why I respect our marriage so much. Because when I hear things like this, I'm like, wow. And I understand that's their way of living. Remember, they have a different lifestyle compared to us. We're a married couple.
Yeah, big facts.
So of course we're not gonna have the same view on things, right?
That's why I noticed. Like there's like what they're saying. I'm not saying they're wrong,
right?
But I'm saying there are different perspectives and different viewpoints,
right?
Like as I say, I'm married. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they're single, but they kind of move single. Oh, actually, I know if he's single, but it's a different perspective when it's marriage and. I don't know. People have different lifestyle.
But yet he was making fun of the ladies that were saying that they were single.
I mean, no, because they travelers. That's what he was really, not the single part.
Oh, because they're travelers.
They travelers.
Oh, that's a red flag. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. That's a red flag.
You can't have
because she's making money.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh yeah, you're right, babe.
It's masculine.
Oh yeah, it's a masculine job. Oh, it's so masculine.
Can't get it.
Oh wow.
You're not sitting there home.
That's interesting.
Didn't say in what context I pick and choose to be a lady. If I'm at work, I am definitely in my masculine.
We're talking about the context of like dating.
In the context of dating and relationships, of course, I have to thrive in my femininity, because if I'm not in my feminine when I go out on a date with a guy, then he never gets to see that potential, that aspect of me. So if we're talking dating, then yeah, I'm very comfortable being in my feminine in a man's perspective, like, you know, in a man's presence.
And I know girls that can actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a date.
Yeah.
She's nails, you know, listening, female.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's in a work environment, let's just say she has to be in the office
to be professional, right?
To talk and be a spokesperson.
Yeah.
She can't be, you know, I mean, she gotta toughen up and say, hey, okay, yo, Johnny, you're gonna have to do this. You know what I mean? She's gonna have to have a demand type of standpoint, because people will take a female as a joke more than another male.
Especially if she has a CEO title, right, or something like that.
But like I'm saying, to be real, it's like we all know this. This is nothing new. If a male speaks versus a woman speaks, y'all gonna take this man as an authority and respect what the male say more than the female. That's why the female still has to keep her ground as with a masculine energy. Mm-hmm. To try to match with that. But even though she can't 100% match that, but she has to add that element in, because the more she do her feminine in that work environment, people are gonna treat her like it is what it is. I know what is going on. It's weird, but they understand it, but it's like they playing with it. I don't know why they playing with it.
Best said.
I mean, but you see how it doesn't kind of like match the logic test where it's like women can pick and choose when they want to be feminine, but when men, they're supposed to be masculine all the time.
Well, you didn't specify it when I was to be feminine or not. You understand what I'm saying? Like you asked
But
me.
there's no specifying for men. You just have to be masculine all the time.
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't agree with that.
That's
though.
just the reality. It doesn't matter what you agree with.
It might be the reality to the rest of the world, but every man should have a comfortable space to
are you
be
saying you live in
vulnerable,
your
even
own
if
head?
it's with their partner.
Vulnerable is not feminine. That's not what we're talking about.
I mean, it is a feminine aspect to be vulnerable.
It
if
is
a woman is not
feminine
vulnerable,
aspect.
you would off rip consider
Yes,
her to be
that is
masculine.
true.
Okay, but
She
you
is
need to
right.
admit that you're living in your own projected reality and not what the actual reality
Based
of
off
the world is.
you attribute a lot of things we say back to your own personal experiences. And
But these men have to understand, right? I agree with what's this guy?
That's a Sneako.
Okay, I agree with Sneako. A man can't they don't get to choose when to be masculine or not. I agree with him 1000%.
And I think it is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Some stuff it is what it is in perspectives. Some stuff a guy has the leverage, and some stuff the girl has the leverage. It's just how it works in a society. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? It's never. I don't think it's always going to be equal in certain standpoints. Just like if you were to ask a person Mother's Day versus Father's Day, which one they praise more? People gonna say Mother's Day. The reason why they will pick Mother's Day, because when you think Mother's Day, you think about birth kids, right? Which has to do with sacrificing and suffering. You're gonna respect more Mother's Day than Father's Day because females went through a process. You know what I mean? It's just how society works. It's always there's gonna be a different leverage, and it's all about who has to suffer more. Am I right? What do you think about that?
No, I wanted to finish my point. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. But I want to finish the point I was making.
Right.
But when she said that, when it comes to this is what see, he won't understand where she's coming from because she's giving him the female perspective of what's really going on. Men are keeping old age ideas where back in the day, during the old ages, females were very feminine. That's just what it is. You know, there was no need for that whole "I don't need a man" talk. It's about these women are having experiences where they're being pushed to the forefront. They have to pick up the pace because the men, I don't know, because I feel like if they don't do it, they know that there's no one else that's going to provide for them. They have to do
they're
that.
They're gonna be fucked.
Right? They have to take care of themselves. That's how females really feel. Because if let's just say if you're a single person, of course you're going to you want a good paying job. You want to have businesses. You want to be able to take care of yourself because you don't have a second individual. So that single person is not going to rely on a man to do it for her because hey, what if that man leaves? Who's going to look after her?
Yep. And my belief is what I preach, that everybody look out for themselves. I think that's just a natural human, whether it's male or female. If you see that you're in the bad end of the stick, you switch. Like a male. If you getting treated like shit, you all of a sudden you change. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You change. You stop being nice. You feel me? Because that environment. That's what it is. That's why when you say, if you say Chicago, they will have more people who will, more tough and more, gun violence and stuff like that. That's the environment. You sure what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. The environment builds these type of people, whereas New York, Chicago, and you see there's more drill, more wild stuff. The environment treat these people where they out the porch going crazy. They're just due to environment. I think everybody moves based on that environment. So if a female is in an environment where she has to adapt, she's gonna adapt.
So I want to know something. I wonder, would he want that young lady there to be feminine, to still keep her femininity with a guy that's not picking up his slack?
That's what it seemed like.
Interesting. So we're just supposed to see that's where, because times have changed. That's what this Sneako guy needs to understand.
I think he understands. He's smarter than we think. I think these people are 100% in tune with society. That right there, I don't want nobody to get twisted. These people know everything, but I think they just playing with the mind.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's playing with the mind because Sneako is not out of tune with society. He knows society, everything. I think it's just people fucking with people.
Like refuse to acknowledge that like your personal experiences don't necessarily reflect reality.
We all do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's a human trait.
Can't do that.
I've noticed that women overwhelmingly do that.
Men
like,
cannot do that.
Like with men, we kind of have to understand objective reality. We don't. You can't operate as a man on what could, should, and would. It's got to be on what is.
100%, because you have that box. Like we have this emotional capacity.
Well,
you'll never.
I mean, it's simple. It's because women are accepted no matter how they behave. Men are not. I'll give you an example. If you take a woman that's a raging bitch, that's annoying, that's masculine, whatever, but she's attractive to a degree, she will still get attention and or have opportunities presented to her. Versus a man,
100%.
If you're a loser, your reality is reinforced by that you're a loser. You have to self-improve.
You got to be in reality.
Agreed.
So men have to operate in reality. Like you've said a bunch of times, like I'm stating something that's generally true, but you said I don't agree with that. Only women get the privilege to say I don't agree with reality.
What he's saying, I fuck with what he's saying because he has some facts in it.
I agree.
But when she comes into play, they trying to debunk it, but she is going off based off what's going on in reality. I think she should go based off reality because it makes sense. I gotta deal with what's going on in real life compared to whatever you say I should always be feminine. But if always being feminine is a disadvantage for me, why would I do it? It's just like telling a man, "Oh, be nice anyway." Yeah, I keep being nice. Yeah, keep being a simp. Now imagine you keep telling the person, "Keep being a simp, keep being a simp." But in society, you keep being a simp. What's happened? It's a disadvantage. Girls, what? They shit on you.
Simple.
It is what it is. It's just like people adapt to their environment of what's going on. If I'm being nice and I'm being benefit of it, I'm gonna continue being nice. But if I'm being a simp and stuff like that, and I'm not benefiting from it, I shift. Males and female and male, they do the same shit. So I don't know why. It's all about if you're in a disadvantage, that's when it changes. The female is in a disadvantage at that point, so she changed.